But yeah, how's it going, Fuff? We do have Funko Pops in the background. They're all Jades. We have Crowley and Sam from... What? Okay. Crowley and Sam are from what again? Supernatural. We've got Loki, Black Butlers, Undertaker, and we have Mercy from Overwatch.
And I have a mini.
You wanna show him? No, it's a mini soldier, wasn't it? Oh. Yeah.
My hair is there.
Mini Mercy, regular Mercy. You can tell which one of us got up to stream and which other one got up.
Well, I need a shower. I didn't bother brushing my hair.
Okay. But yeah, I got two things to do today. We've got deck stuff and also keyboard stuff. Yeah, or you can stream Streamarchive later after you get your new tattoo. But yeah, this is the plan for today. I kind of want to get rid of those. Let's work on with blur. I mean, I guess it's just going to be blur. But I will flip the camera. I have an overhead version that doesn't have the blur. There we go. All right, so the plan for today, I mean, this is my current keyboard. Mode 65, all white with the gold trim. And I have the GMK Civilizations Rest, which is made of marble and is insanely heavy, and you could definitely kill someone with it. It's not the plan for today. Today, the plan is a gorgeous, if it, you know, we'll just take it out. We'll just take it out. We have a gorgeous escape key. The Artisan for GMK Civilizations. Which hopefully will now focus. If I maybe move the lights. How's that? Come on, camera. Work with me here. All brass. Bullshit. All brass, and then we do have GMK Civilizations for today. Oh my days, I do not have much space. Yeah, so let's get this open. Whoop. YouTubers make this seem so easy. And this is the set that we're going to be putting on my keyboard. Very, very similar, obviously, to the white that we've got, but as you can see, it's a little bit of a warmer color, and obviously the gold legending is made of double shot ABS as opposed to the PBT plastic that I have. And then on the second layer, we've got our ISO keys. I'm not going to use any of the brass ones because, as you can see, I kind of am rocking the all white. We can see what the brass color looks like, but it's not the plan to use it. Also, apparently my plan for be organized before the stream immediately went out the window because I don't have a keycap puller. I also need to do a couple of switch changes as well because some of them are a bit inconsistent right now and I want to fix that. Dude, do you have a keycap puller on you? Pretty sure one of these has a keycap puller in it. This is the case here. It's made in, and which board is in here? This is Jade's board, which does not have a keycap puller in it, but Jade's board we can't do today, unfortunately, because hers still don't arrive for another month or two. But a second shipment of GMK Civ arrives soon, so maybe I'll coat hers if she wants to actually use her board. Maybe this other one has something in it. There we go. I knew one of these had a keycap puller in it. I don't need a stem holder. Oh, excellent. The brush I was looking for. Morning. Welcome to the chat, Alex. Nice to see you. Thanks to everyone that's shown up in the early stream. I know it's much earlier than I normally do, but I do have things to do today, so I wanted to get a stream out nice and early. So I guess I'm gonna have to unplug this keyboard. And let's get let's get this rest out of the way. Screwdriver. See, I want to give it a full clean. I'll take all the keycaps out first. And then we'll give it a full clean. And then after that... A body has been discovered. Welcome to the Dirklings, the elusive club. They get to spam my face anywhere on Twitch. Thank you very much for the tier 1. Much appreciated, my man. One of the greatest values for a small streamer is, luckily, I have all of my emote slots unlocked. I don't have any of my anime. I've only got like one animated slot at the moment, but eventually, when Jade's done doing all of her animated slots, then maybe I'll... Or if I just give money to someone else, then maybe I'll get animated ones. But yeah, Eli Smug truly is worth every penny. Especially when it's free with Prime. There was part of me that was like, oh, maybe I should make it a follower emote. But then people wouldn't be able to spam it anywhere. You'd only be able to use it in my channel. What's the fun in that? Alright, this is going much faster than I thought it would. Can somebody check and see if !build is working? Because if it's not, oops. Alright, it is not working. I need another board to plug in. Ugh. USB-C port is ever so slightly different on that board. Yeah, I'll need to re-enable !build. Chatbot, chat commands, custom commands, build. 965, ugh. This is, last time it was Jade's build, so it is. Client V5 Frosties. And circuit high space bar. ISO top mount, carbon fiber plate, neoprene PU foam. Alright, save and build is enabled. So build should work now? There we go. Alright, I'll just leave that over there. What do you guys think of the second board I have? One of many. It is a Thok monster, but it is so loud. It's so loud. Unfortunately, build won't work for that one because I just don't have the things for it. Unfortunately, also the base kit for that keycap set doesn't have a 65%. It doesn't have a 65% right shift, so I'm using the pipe key, the like American pipe key, as my right shift for it, which is pretty funny. But at least it works. Oh, this is gonna need a good clean. That said, it's not as grimy as I thought it was gonna be. I've only been using it for... I'd actually have to look and see when I built this on the stream, because I've been using it since I built them on stream. Jade isn't using hers yet. She will soon. She's currently using a Keychron Q2. that we built in order to let me free this up. Mum, if you're in chat now, mute. But yeah, my CU65 is becoming her birthday present. No, Christmas present. So, wanted to keep one CU65 in the house. And that meant upgrading Jade's board so I can nick this board. Now, on the days that you are at gym, if I'm not, then I just hijack your stream. To be honest, I think you just try and stream as often as you can, even if it's only for like half an hour.
Yeah, but it's still worth.
I know it's worth looking, but...
Know, like, how far it's
Well, I mean, I guess once you get the email, you'll know.
well, no, but like, so I said to go from 24 today. Well, the first time I streamed on Thursday. So now I'm going Thursday, which gives 6. But it's still not.
Well,
That would take 4.
yeah. Well, no, this isn't that dirty.
Next, I did the stream still. So go down. So if I go from 22nd from
I see.
then that gives me an extra month. But it's like, that's what I'm working on. So then I need to see how much time I have. Then I can get days in that. Right.
Is this not the right... Oh, no. Yeah.
I'm doing everything. It's
I think it... Yeah, it's the days.
like, it's
It doesn't... No, then it only counts as one. I don't think this is the right... Oh, there it is.
what not.
Hello, Kenny. Welcome to the stream. You missed me showing off GMK a little bit earlier, but obviously it's going to be on the board in a bit. We've just stripped off all of the old keycaps. We've enabled build again. So you can see the build if you've forgotten what's in it. Man, I removed so much of the flex that this board could have in an ISO top mount and basically turned it into stack mount, but it's okay because it sounds juicy and that's all I care about. It looks gorgeous, sounds juicy. Let me get like a wet cloth. Yes, finally the artist credits that you've been sitting on. Finally, it will all tie together and make sense. Luckily, I just like the colors anyway, outside of it being an elaborate thing for my keyboard that I, you know, didn't get for ages, and then I got the keyboard and I built it and it wasn't actually ready. Oh wait, is there a... There's the daughter board. I need to get this daughter board out.
Oh, it was in 2 years, right?
It's within a 2-year period, so it's a rolling 2-year period. So
Yeah,
for
so
today, it's
within 2.
yeah.
So I can't basically
Alright, so that's clean. This just needs.
have
I'm not really sure how the bottom of this gets dirty, but it did, so. I mean, I guess it's white, so. Oh, I have a microfiber cloth here. Alright. That is ready. That's fine. That's the foam. And then this is ISO top mount, so... Yeah, if I want to clean this fully, then I need to take it apart. Are you too big? Do I need the middle one now? I think so, yeah. 15 weeks divided by 20. Wait, 50.
Well, I have weeks. So, 2 weeks.
Just do 15 divided by 22, right?
What I'm gonna say is about 5 a week. First,
yeah.
I can always stay off.
Yeah.
So,
You could bash it out really fast if you set a grind goal. Alright, I'm just going to unscrew all of these and then I'm just going to turn it over and see what happens. Nice. Nice little stream goal. Oh, the ISO ring came off for this bottom one on the spacebar. I need to be careful to not screw it in too much. That was the only other thing with the ISO top mount is because it's like a thin sock, it can it can just come out. That was a really dangerous way of flipping that over. That was a screw that could definitely have just disappeared into the ether and never come back. It's like when I first built this and half the stream was me looking at the floor, looking for screws that I lost.
Or if I stick this, I'm done where I want to get it done. Get it done in 3 weeks. So I do want.
Nice. I mean, you're not gonna, unless you do literally just go live for half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour. But I won't be okay. I will have to like. But now I have to do.
Yeah.
So I'll try and do it every month. I'll probably just play very.
Yeah. Alright, I'm keeping all these switches in because I can't be arsed. Slash. I was considering switching out this N, but I might just do it later. It's the first time I've done brush maintenance on a board. I don't even think this brush is from a keyboard kit. Oh, knocked off the sock, but I'll pick it back up after. Yeah, thankfully this isn't a particularly dirty board. Compared to some of the GameCube controllers I've opened. Both my own and also client, especially client GameCube controllers. Oh my days. The days of modding GameCube controllers. And having childhood GameCube controllers that had never been opened before. Because tri-wing screwdriver, so no one actually ever opened them until you become a mega nerd. And it's just like, bleh. Shout out to my boy Fudge. That was the funniest experience opening that controller. That a room full of Smash players being saying "Ayo," but then I've had it since I was a child. I'm like, it makes sense, but "Ayo." Before I didn't even mod that controller. I literally just cleaned it, and he paid me like modding prices for it, so I appreciate that. I don't even know what this is. What is this? I don't know what it is, but it can't be important, surely. Alright, so we're like halfway done with cleaning the board. I'm not going to use isopropyl alcohol because that seems a bit excessive and I don't really... Like, I'm pretty sure you can use isopropyl alcohol on a motherboard and it won't like short it or anything, but I simply am not going to go... I'm not going to find out. Getting replacement parts from Mode is actually really easy. Even though the Mode 65 is no longer available for purchase because the Sonnet is their new like small board, you can still get replacement parts if your stuff breaks. So theoretically you could still build a Mode 65. You would just have to buy them through specifically extra parts and it would probably be more expensive. I haven't looked at exactly how much it would cost to rebuild this board through the extra parts page. All right, I'm mostly pretty happy with how this looks. There was no like systematic way of cleaning this, which, you know, probably would have been intelligent. Like a waterfall method is probably a good idea. In fact, we'll do one waterfall clean. The waterfall clean may have been the strat the whole time. Yep, that was definitely the strat the whole time. I'll also give this a shake. Like I said, there's really not much grime here. I just wanted to clean it because I was opening it up anyway. If I wasn't being a little perfectionist, or if, you know, I just chosen to not use the board for the last month. Actually no, thinking about it. I think I did the build stream of this like 6 months ago, because I did it after I moved into this house. So within the last year, I built this board and it would have just been sitting in a box taunting me. Jade seems fine with it. She was chilling. She's quite happy to do whatever. But me, nah, I would have gone insane. This song sounds vaguely Smash-like and it was really throwing me off. All right, that is now cleaned. So let's get that back in the top mount. I'm going to make sure to not screw it in too much. All right, let's turn my brain on for a second. That goes there. So if we just drop that on over, it will not work. But at least now I know it goes this way. So then I can just go that way. And you drop it in like that. And then, where'd I put that screwdriver? Make sure you're actually seated properly. Ooh, the sock came off one of them. All right. ISO top mount on. ISO top mount on all of them. Why do the socks keep coming off? I'm not convinced that sock is on. Alright, all socks on. Alrighty. There's that. And now we put the phone back on. Come on, daughterboard. Right, that's through. Do I need to turn this around? Probably. Oh, I'm so bad with daughterboards, dude. Oh. That's going in, except it's not. So maybe it was the first way. Oh, there we go. Where were they? What months were they in?
Well, first one, November 2020, then about April 2020.
Was the November one the charity stream?
Then there's 2 in April. Third and the fourth April.
Interesting.
Then there was 1 and 2. And then April is
Interesting. Right, that's made it here. Wait, I didn't screw down the board. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? I'm just gonna open this up like a sandwich. Okay, I'm gonna do really light screws for this. Really light screws. Doing diagonals. Just to make sure that it's even pressure across the board. Alright, I need to get one done under the daughter board, which actually wasn't that difficult. I thought it was going to be much more difficult than it was. Alright, that's now in. And now attempt 3. Let's see if I can actually also get the PE foam to play nice, because it was kind of being a goober. hook in, clamp down, hook in again because it came out. We're going to do the middle ones first. So I want central pressure to keep it together. But I need to change this over to this one, I think. Nope, I was already on the right one apparently. So I don't really know how I screwed in the other ones if I was on the wrong one. Alright, that's the first one in. Second one. There we go. A nice and clean, fresh keyboard. And we will take that back off screen. Haven't done any of the switches out, but yeah, looking good. And now this whole pile can go over there where it's out of the way. How are we doing on time? 11:44. Okay. I'll at the very least definitely get the... We'll definitely get the keyboard set up. I may not do the Digimon video. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start with the numbers. I also got the ISO stuff, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I'm not sure if this has the right two. I think it, yeah, I think I would have had to pay extra if I wanted the two that has the speech marks on it, but that is a blemish that I'm willing to ignore. That's right. Your 150, 60 thing doesn't natively have an ISO 2. I'm pretty sure it has... Well, I hope it has enough ISO stuff, because otherwise I'm going to be kind of angry. I know it's got the ISO enter, but that was like the only thing I looked for when I was buying it. You know what, this can be nice and zoomed in. You guys need me in the camera. I feel like I'm not contributing much, and I feel like there could be more. There could be more keyboard. I hate Excel too, that's why I don't use it. There we go. Look at that double shot process. Do-do-do-do-do. Tab took its time coming on. What's interesting is like looking at them in person versus the renders is obviously there's a lot less shine on it. Which I guess is a good thing because shiny keycaps implies oil. But these are both made of ABS. This was made of PBT and it's got like a grippy texture. This feels closer to the same level of grit. Whereas my other ABS ones on the SA Plastics feels a lot more polished, like shiny and it's still grippy, but it's like it's a different kind of grip, where this is like a textured grip. The other one is like grippy because of like the it's like a bowling ball surface, but if it was grippy instead of a slippy surface. I don't really fully know how to explain it, but hopefully that made sense. Actually, that was part of the reason I actually got the SA Dreamweaver, was a Dream Eater, was to get a feel for ABS plastics before I committed to, or before I got weirded out by having ABS plastic. Right, we're actually going to put the F back. Oh, that didn't feel good. Did you go in correctly? Yeah. That works fine. I use the ones that have the little typing bumps on them. So I'll be having that as my F key. I'll do that now as well. H, J. I have a monkey type thing set up as well, so I'll do a typing test later. I was supposed to do one before switching things out, but it's too, in peak Andrew fashion, it's too far gone now. I remember long after it's too late. Alright, so this goes here. Wait, is Steps caps lock the same size as regular caps lock? I don't think it is. Okay, it's the same size, but it's over to the left, so if I wanted to do Steps caps lock, I have to take that one out. I don't know. I like the way Steps caps lock looks on other people's boards. I don't like how it looks on my board. If that makes sense. Okay, I've got some keys. I don't have the one for that one, so I'll have to figure that one out after. What is this? And the right shift. Are you right shift or are you left shift? I think you are right shift. What are you just trying to do, James?
I want to after why. But by the formulas
I feel like you're overcomplicating this. I mean, fair. Control. Super. Alt. And then function and control. Left shift. Where are you? Alright, looking at these, I could either use that, which I think looks a bit out of place, or that, which I think looks better. And then I use, let's make sure I get this in the right order. I use delete, page up, page, wait, those are different heights, those are different heights. That's not the right page up. Page down. I did have them at different heights before, but I'm not sure if that's just because the keycaps that I had didn't have enough of the right ones. I think it was because I was using the artisan keys for it.
Oh,
Delete, page up, page down, and then I use home.
Yeah, I've done it.
Congrats. I don't see home on this. Am I being stupid? Because there's no... Well, there's home there, but it's the wrong one. I'm looking for one that's slanted like this, and I just don't see it. But I don't know if that's because I'm just being stupid. I mean, to be fair, I could always put it as like F. No, because I'm not using the function, right? So I can't use F for that. I also need to find a key to go here, which I think is looking like it's going to be a super key. Ah, that's the wrong row height. Brilliant. So I need to find an F3 row.
Oh, I've made it work.
Congratulations. That makes sense. Alright, so... What if I did Alt? Because it is an alternate key. You the wrong row height again? You are the wrong row height. Alright, I cannot use that row. Oh, nice. Alright. I can't even tell if that delete is the right one. Maybe I just use... Maybe I just use the raised ones again. F13. Oh wait, no, there's... I don't need F13 because there's home, page up, delete, page down. Oh, I just hit myself in the nuts. Alright. Home.
Oh, yeah.
Delete. Page up.
Woo.
Page down. Now we just need to put our escape key on. Find the key for this, more importantly, and we'll put our spacebar on. So I just need one that is the A, like the, I think it's row 2. Row 2 height. I'm also trying to find a key that won't annoy me to look at. The less I notice it, the better, ideally. Super would have been great, but It's not the right row. And the numpad is also too curved. I wonder if this is the right. I don't think it is. Nope. Not even remotely close. That isn't. It's great as well that this one is one of the hot swap sockets that just lets go of this switch over and over again. So every time I make a mistake, I have to pull it back out and take everything with it. What row 2 things can I have? Row 2 is such an awkward one. I hate row 2. You're bottom row as well, aren't you? Yep, you're... That's really annoying, that is. It's going to break the homogeny of my board. What if I did upside down? No, that's terrible. It's different row height, but it's the least offensive one I can see. Wait, is this plus? Wait. I kept looking at the plus a couple of times. Ready for me to pull this out again? Yep, there it is. Is this plus the right height? Oh, there we go. There we go. The plus is the right height. Now, it's spacebar time. I'm pretty sure this is the 6.25 view. Okay, that does sound quite different. That's a very different spacebar. Yeah, it was much more high-pitched before. But I'm pretty sure I have sound tests from before. I know what it used to sound like. Maybe for the YouTube video, I will go back. Why is that not going on? Am I... Is it because it's long pole? Does it not work on long pole escape? Yeah, so this is what it looks like. In person, you can kind of tell that the white is a different white, which is a bit annoying. Also a different height. Do you fall off? It doesn't fall off. So it is just being careful when pressing escape. No. Now it's staying on. So yeah, this is the board. What I might do is I might... No, because this is the wrong row height. If I put that there, it will just annoy me. If I do get a second copy of Civ, then I might duplicate this key, or I'll leave it boxed up, but the second escape key will probably just go over home. But yeah, this is my new board. And by that I mean it is my current board. My perfect board for this setup. Now with its final keycaps on it. Okay. Zoomed out. Ugh. You're ruining the aesthetic shot the rest of the desk. I'll sort that out later, because there's also GMK caps in there as well. And we'll do Jade's board at some point as well. Ooh, no, the question is, which one of these had the monkey type? Which one of these had monkey type? No, we'll go full screen. I'm just gonna add a monkey type thing, I guess.
So, on it, but if they
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I love Excel, but I also
Yep. All right. I really do wish the yellow would be taken out, or the green hue would be taken off, but it is what it is. Let us pause this. And we will mute for a second.
somehow my attitude unique. I do. Oh, right.
All right, I guess my W key isn't working. It was one of the ones I was concerned about. N seemed to be fine. I'll unplug this so I don't break anything on my PC. Do I have a spare key? I'll fix that key again later. That can go over there as a reminder to fix it. This sounds okay. Hopefully, this switch works. First try. It's not going in straight. Oh, I should probably have done. It's its own file type, I'm pretty sure. The top one. Oh, well, common separated format is what you had before, so you can just leave it as CVV, I think. Alright, try just default Excel then. Just whatever the top one is. Delete, page up, page down. Alright, all keys are working.
It's the only thing it got rid of.
Yeah. Alright, I'm doing another test.
Okay.
1 second, shit.
Huh?
I need to do another typing test.
Oh, okay. We'll shower in a minute.
I'm pretty happy with how that sounds. The spacebar is a little bit different to how it used to be. But I'm starting to adjust to the sound quite quickly, and all in all, very, very happy with it. I hope you guys like the look of it. What time are we looking to leave? 1, 2.
I want it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that is that done. Now the next thing, oh, hit my mic. Next thing we have to do is some Digimon stuff. Because that, maybe for some people not as exciting, but for me, very exciting. I will leave my board on screen for as long as possible. Yes, very, very happy with this. Hope you guys like the board. Full screen working. Yeah, because now it's time to do some card game stuff. I guess we'll bring it to me for